I am your monster. I will destroy you.
Not at the neighbor's house today. He'll be glad. He's probably kind of upset that his house is now associated with buffoonery. I'm back in the car today, not out of any kind of respect for my neighbor's feelings. Just that I'm pressed for time today. You know, in California, they passed a law against texting because people were getting in accidents because they're pushing buttons instead of driving the car. You know, so instead of using those thumbs and your brain to drive the car, they're using thumbs and the brain to talk to someone else who is probably also not using their thumbs and their brain to drive their own car. So now you got all these people on the road thumbing each other. Yeah, remember when we were growing up, thumbs were used for hitchhiking. Now they're used for texting while you're driving. California's passed a law outlawing texting. And the number of accidents went up. You know why? Because people are buffoons. People being criminals, I guess. Something just beeped. I just got a text. Hang on, I gotta text them back. Just kidding. Generally got peace and order in our society, but I think, you know, the highways, that's the modern day wild, wild west. Because people do what they want in the car. I mean, everyone's speeding, cutting in and out of traffic, pretty much do what we want. They'll text, eat, drink, make videos, you know, stupid stuff. After California passed this law outlawing texting, the number of accidents went up. And you know why? Because people decided they're going to text, and that's it. I'm going to text. I'm texting. I don't care. Pass whatever law you want. I'm going to text. So instead of texting up here so that their phone was in their line of sight, they can still see the road, they now hold it below the belt line of the car underneath the window. So it's down here. So they're driving like this. And they're running into each other. We humans are so unpredictable. And that's the cool thing. I mean, other than the additional deaths. Death by texting. What a way to go. We're by Takeyouti again. Remember, that's a Chinese restaurant? The one with the electromagnetic field that every time you go by it, you talk with a Chinese accent? Let's try it. Mind the Flotsam. See that? It's that Chinese accent electromagnetic field from Takeyouti. True story. My mom was Japanese, and when I was a little kid, my dad came home from work and she had spent the day teaching me the Battle Hymn of the Republic. And he had no idea what I was saying because I was singing like growly, growly, hallelujah. So he forbade me to talk to her again until I was 19. It's not true. I think I was 14. I'm not so sure how I feel like, you know, if my house had propane, because they got that big 20,000 gallon tank full of propane gas sitting right out there. To me, that's kind of living with a 30 megaton bomb in your backyard. You ever see one of those go off? I never have either. Matter of fact, no one has it. Anyone that's ever been close enough to see one go off is dead, because I guess those things go up and they just take out just huge amounts of real estate. Seems like a big risk, you know, to build a house and then build like a huge bomb 15 feet from it. I mean, I think there's better ways of having fun. I don't know. That's just me. Actually, I started to talk about this earlier, but then I distracted myself because I have a brain, I guess, not that much bigger than a woodchuck's. What I started to say was, I wonder, you know, whenever you go online, you go on YouTube, for instance, or you get anything from an internet marketer, they're always talking while they're driving a car next to people texting each other. Those people making videos in a car gotta be maybe the second biggest traffic hazard, don't you think? I mean, I like to think that I'm really paying attention, but I don't even know where I am right now. Am I driving a car? Truck! Ah! Kidding. I am just entering the city of Orchard Lake. Didn't know I was entering. You know, it just felt like I was just driving. And according to that sign, I am entering. I think entering just sounds so much more sophisticated, but it just feels like I'm driving. That's enough Flotsam for one day. See you tomorrow.